Welcome to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at JASMY. Let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Okay, so before we actually jump into the lower time frame counting here, I just want to go over the macros quickly that I'm currently looking at. So we have a couple of options here. So this is looking at the potential that we have. This is a WX and a Y into this low, in which case we could actually be completed. And now, as long as we hold this 271 level, we could either look to just form a corrective move to the upside, in which case what we could be doing is forming a bigger correction up, where as long as we actually stay within this range of this 12 cents to this 01717 region, we need to just be cautious that there is the potential we could still see continuation to downside at a later date. What we want to see ideally for a bullish situation here is actually to see a bigger 5-wave move form to the upside, form 3 waves down, and then see continuation up in another 5-wave move. That would give us more probability of trending to the upside if we see 5 waves up there. Now, the alternative we can argue that we have here is that potentially we are still within a corrective pattern. Now, this one is quite tricky because technically speaking, this X wave could be here, in which case what I'd be looking for is effectively something like this as a 5-wave move down, 3-wave move up, another 5-wave move to the downside, looking to potentially target out the minimum area of this 91 to this 24 would be our 1-to-1 level. So anywhere between this zone is a possible target. We'd have better targets from the internals of this move once it develops if we are looking to actually do this. Now, we could also argue that this X wave is over here and we're starting this Z wave already. So if that's the case, still the same sort of idea here. We'd want to get moved down towards this 0.618 level. Alternatively, if we do look to push to the upside one more time like this X wave could technically also still be over here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this one. You know, if this is a corrective pattern, the X wave would be disproportionate to this leg over here, though. That's the only thing I wouldn't really like about moving it up into this higher region here. I think if it is an X wave, I'd like to see this Z wave actually starting to play out now. Another way that we discussed this previously was talking about this potentially as a diagonal, where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then looking for this 5th wave to the downside. So if this is the case, potentially we could argue that this we could be looking to either form a 5-wave move down here currently, or alternatively start to form a 5-wave move either from this location over here, which would change the look of this, and we'd have to effectively push this trend line over here and we'd have a little bit of a deviation. Alternatively, we take our 4 from here, and then we would actually be looking for a 3-wave move to the downside here, looking to complete towards this 0.618 as a possible target. But really we need to be cautious with this, because if this is a diagonal pattern, we want to look at it like this. Technically speaking, this 5th wave could actually complete here. Now, we wouldn't have enough confirmation of this. We'd need to see price move back above this high if we wanted to say that this was actually in play and that we actually have a low in place here as a diagonal pattern. The problem I have with this is, typically speaking, the wedge is more prominent, but it is slightly there, but it's not as obvious as I would like it to be. But nevertheless, it is still a potential. So if we are looking at something like this, where we are looking for this 5th wave down, potentially we're still looking for this next move to the downside here. But like I said, you know, we could also move this around a little bit and put this over here, in which case this could be 1, 2, and then we could be in that 3rd wave. So we're going to go into the lower time frame counts now. So we're going to go over this WXYXZ option first. So within this count, what I'm looking for here is that potentially we could be looking at this as an A wave here, looking for a B wave here, where we'd be looking to actually potentially push back up towards this 0499 area to this 646 region. So if we see something in this area where we actually get something more along these lines, where we look at this as an A, this is a B, and then we get a C wave up here towards this zone of the 590 as a 1-to-1, the 786 would be at this 540, and the 618 would be here at this 504. So this 618 would be quite interesting to me, particularly if we have an interaction with this high over here. Possibly we could look to just slightly overwick this and then move back to the downside if we're looking for that corrective move. Now, really, as long as we actually hold this 0317 region, we could actually see price continue up here in a bigger way. Now, it is possible that if we do see this develop as A, B, and then we actually see this C wave extend out here, past this 1618, we could actually be starting to look to trend to the upside. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. If we do see price move up towards the 763, this could mean that we're actually looking to reverse here, though we need to still see confirmation by getting an additional fourth wave, which is typical target would be this 590, before looking for another fifth wave to the upside. So as long as we fail to actually develop that kind of a structure to the upside here, what we would need to be aware is that if we continue to reject in this zone of this 646 to this lower area here of this 499, what we could see is price start to fall away, where this becomes A, this becomes B, and then we see a C wave to the downside. Now, if this does play out, what I would then be looking for is how we react to the upside. If we react to the upside here in 3 waves, and we actually look to reject at this 610 to this 419, we could actually look for continuation down and be heading towards this lower 0.618 target. So this is going to be key. If we are looking for a bullish turnaround here, we really need to get back above this high here, which is sitting at the zone of this 0798 region. So another thing we need to be careful of here is the potential that we could actually be looking to break down in a 5-wave move. So what we'd be looking for here would be potentially that this would be 1-2. Now, our target for our third wave would actually be here at this 1618 at this 268 level. What I'm looking at, though, within the internals here is that if this is a third wave, this could actually be indicating that we're going to get some extension. So what I'm looking for here is effectively we could see something like this. So until we actually move back above this 511 level, we just need to be careful that we don't have something like this where this becomes 1-2, and then we actually see a bigger 5-wave move to the downside, looking to hit this 1618 or this 219. So this is going to be important if we want to look for that bullish potential to the upside. Really want to get back above this high, but then ideally until we actually break back above this level here of this 798, we need to just be cautious, because there could still be continuation to the downside here, where this becomes A, we get a B, and then we get that C. So this is looking for a direct sell-off here. As long as we remain below this 511, we have actually come up towards this 0.854 already, which was sitting here at this 477. So if price starts to build 1s and 2s over here, something like this, then we start to see some bigger structure developing and start to break down like that. What we could actually be looking for is to target out this 219, in which case we'd get a fourth and a fifth here towards this 205 to this 182. If we do move down that low, then we'd be looking for the potential that we're going to get another fourth and a fifth here. So if we do look at this fourth wave potential target, that would be 316 to 245, then an additional push towards this 179. Now, the interesting thing about this is this would put us very close towards this 2.6 of this as a wave 1. Now, if we do move down this low towards this 2.618, that could actually mean, you know, that potentially this will be where our third wave actually looks to target out. Alternatively, if we do complete this third wave in this higher box area, what we could see is price move up for this fourth wave, and then we could actually see the potential for this actually to look to complete towards this 136. Though, given the targets here, the actual place I would be looking for primarily would actually be lower down between this 108 and this 74 region. So that would be looking to actually potentially come down even further towards this 3.618. So this hasn't confirmed yet here. What I want to see for more confirmation of this is actually hitting this 219. If we break down and we hit that 219, this would become my preferred count here, but we'd still have to wait for further evidence of this white fourth wave to come in here, because sometimes we can get extension within waves where we still hit these 1618s and then we get the reversal to the upside. So you just need to be careful of that. If we do see price actually come down in this way, what this could mean is that we have a bigger impulsive structure to the downside. Now, for that bullish case, which we talked about, where we said we potentially have a low in place here, what we could have is that this whole move to the upside here is an A wave. We have this as W, X, and Y, and this could actually be then completed, because as long as we actually hold this low here of this 316, potentially we could start to see a move to the upside. Now, the move to the upside, there's two ways this could look to play out. We could have this as A, this is B, and then what we get is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get a move up towards this 121, which is sitting here towards this 1272 region. Or alternatively, if this does develop in a bigger way here, we could actually see this third wave target looking to be tested towards this 25.45 level before looking for a fourth and a fifth again here, looking to push up towards this 4026 to this 3064 region. So that would be looking for the more bullish case here, looking for a breakout from these lows. Now, it is possible that this plays out, but I don't want to see this lose this area here of this 317 again. If we start to lose that, it becomes less likely we're going to see this continuation up here. And ideally, what we want to see is this be an A wave, or this actually be our wave 1. Look for this either into this low here. I mean, technically speaking, it's done enough to be a wave B or a wave 2, but it hasn't really, you know, I would like to see it come down a bit more, because in relation to this move to the upside, it would be very short. So I'd still be looking for that possibility of A, B, and C, looking to bring us back down towards this 370 level before looking for either this C wave up, if we're going to get it as a 1-to-1 towards this 610, or the third wave towards this 790. So if we're looking at that bullish case, what we want to see here is price do this. We want to see a move up here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then from that point, we want to see a 3-wave move down, probably looking to retest this level here towards the zone of this 505, and then looking for that possible continuation to the upside. Though once again, you know, this isn't confirmed either. We could also just potentially argue that within this count to the upside, we could have this as ABC for W, this is an X, ABC for Y, and then it's a completed move. So that would be in that more bearish case where we're looking at this as potentially a 1 and a 2. So going to need to get back above this high. It's going to be very important for that bullish case to actually get back above this 511 level. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.